What is going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, I'm StenoTV. Welcome, stay for a bit, and click that subscribe button so you don't miss a single video. Now that December has kicked in, it is actually now the start of Christmas season. And with that, today I'm going to show you how I wrap my presents and how to wrap presents like these. I'm going to show you how I Christmas wrap.
And Christmas is one thing I know. So every year, just about this time, I celebrate it with a rhyme.
So before we get into this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit that thumbs up as well. And yeah, let's get wrapping. So as you can see here, I have three presents. We have a small one, a medium one, and a large one, I guess. And we're going to try and recreate this style of wrapping. What I have here is a 4-looped ribbon and a very snug fit wrapping. Our wrapping paper of choice is of course the silver because it's Christmas. It has a snowflake design. What I like about this wrapping paper is that it has this grid at the back, so we know how much we need to cut, or at least we have a guide on where to cut. So let's go ahead and measure this big box that we currently have. First things first, what we need to do is of course measure how much wrapping paper we need for this sort of box, since it's a large box. What we need to do, of course, is put the box in an area where you have enough space to fold your wrapping paper like so. But the end should meet the wrapping paper, as here. So the end should meet the other end of the wrapping paper here, so we know where to cut the wrapping paper. We need to push it so it's a snug fit as so. And as you can see here, now we know where to cut. This is the line that we want to end the wrapping paper. Now for the height of the box, you would actually want it to be halfway through the box. So this is too much. We just need to move it a bit forward, and I think this would be perfect. So the measurement is 1 1/2 and another half, so that's 2. Now that we have the exact measurements of the wrapping paper that we need for this box, have a mock wrap so we know where the center would be. Like the center line is where both ends of the wrapping paper would meet. So let's just do that. And as you can see, there we go. Just hold it in place, then squeeze it to the center so it's a snug, tight fit. And there we go. As you can see, there's a line here. I'm not even sure if you could actually see that, but yeah, there's a line here, and that would be our center. Hold it in place so we could tape down the wrapping paper. Now that we have the tapes on, what you want to do is push the box to the opposite side. Once you push it, you would actually want to stick on tapes on the inner side, so when you do this, the tape doesn't really show outside. Now that we have the tapes, we just have to pull it first. Don't stick it on yet because we have to push the box on the opposite direction so it's a tight, snug fit. Now pull it closer and shift the box to whatever position is much more comfortable to you. Then pull it not so strong, but enough for it to have a tight fit. There you go. Just stick on the tapes, and voila! Now we have the box wrapped. Then the next thing that we need to do is the sides. As you can see over here, what we want to do is tuck in the little bits over here. Once you tuck it in, there will be like a sort of flap that would look like a trapezoid, like this. We need to stick these ones first down, then the flap part. Before we close this down, I'll show you one technique that I actually like to do with presents. Now with the excess wrapping paper, you would want to cut about 4 squares of this. Now that we have a strip of wrapping paper like this, all we need to do is fold it 1 square. Fold it by 1 square, so we just fold it like that. Now that we have this strip, all we have to do now is measure that this part of the strip would end at the same length as the one of the first flap, and we just have to cut away the excess And now you would want to put tapes all over this. Now that we have the tapes over there, let's just move this back and stick it on as you do. Now that we have the centerpiece in place, we can now finally close the flaps over here. Now that we have our present wrapped. Now for this present, I actually want to use 2 ribbons, so it has this special effect. First color of ribbon that I'm going to select is a navy blue, of course, my staple. Then what we're going to use is a red ribbon. Classic. First things first, we want to measure how much of the ribbon that we need to use. There we go, we have the blue and red ribbon. Now first, we're going to tie the blue ribbon. Now, you would like to put the ribbon flat, as you can see right now. Then put the present on top. Now you want this to have an equal length of ribbon. So just pull it until it's equal. Then what you want to do is just make a cross like this on the ribbons. Then pull, tuck it under and pull it towards you. And now you got a perpendicular shape like that. Flip the present around as so. As you can see, this is where this centerpiece comes in a very neat look. You can see the ribbon and the centerpiece with a very nice alignment over there. We do again the cross, then tuck, pull and tuck under. Now that you have a perpendicular shape, as you can see, pull it tight, not too tight that you would destroy the box, and put your index finger in the middle so it doesn't come loose. Then form loops, like just tying your shoelace. Then wrap it around. Then voila! Now you have your first ribbon. We actually have to have the red one, and first put the other end and slip it inside this ribbon. As you do that, turn the present over. Make sure it's equal. After that, we do the cross again. Over here, we do the cross. Pull and tuck underneath and pull towards you. Now you have the perpendicular shape of the ribbon. Pull it tight. We do the cross again. Pull and tuck underneath to have your perpendicular shape there. Now that we have that, do the loops again, and voila! Now you have a four loop ribbon. As you can see, we have a navy blue and of course the red. Make sure that the length of the loops are equal to each other. I actually like my ribbons like this, where you can see a little bit of the first ribbon, then you have the outer ribbon like that. What we want to do is now cut the edges. We're just gonna fold this end bit in half. Then you would like to cut it in the middle, so you have this effect where it just has a two-pronged end. And that's it. We're done with this present. As you can see, very nicely wrapped. 2 ribbons with a centerpiece and a very snug, tight fit silver wrapper on this present. I hope you all learned a lot today. Hopefully my instruction is not as confusing as it sounded in my head. But anyway, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to smash that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on that bell icon to get notified when I upload next. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas season. I mean, it's just started. So yeah, and I shall see you guys in the future. Bye!
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 grand checks, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.